Cutlery dates back to the Stone Age, some 300,000 years ago. Prehistoric people made the first cutlery from splinters of stone, shells, horn, and wood chips. During the Bronze Age, humans found a better material, metal. Forks came along much later, originating in ancient Greece. Whether cutlery is sterling silver, silver-plated, or stainless steel, the production process is the same. It all starts with thin sheets of metal. As workers manually feed the sheet through a press, a die inside punches out utensil shapes called blanks. Fork blanks go into a piercing tool which slices away 3 strips of metal. This creates 4 prongs with a support bar across the top for now. Meanwhile, spoon blanks go into a machine called the cross roller, which expands the spoon head sideways, thinning out the metal at the same time. Then it's into a clipping tool which trims the spoon head to precisely the right size and shape. Both spoon and fork blanks now go into a grinding machine that smooths away rough edges by vibrating them against small plastic cones. Elsewhere in the factory, a specialized tradesman sculpts the steel die that'll stamp the pattern on the cutlery handles. Working from designer's illustration, he has to interpret the pattern in 3 dimensions. This requires tremendous skill because the depth of the design varies throughout the handle. He measures these minute variations with a tool called a micrometer. In the press, the die does 3 things: emboss the pattern, gently bend the handle, and mark the back of the utensil with the manufacturer's name. Now, back to the head of the utensils. The forks go into a press that bends the prongs to the right curve. Now that support bar can finally come off. Spoons, meanwhile, go into a press fitted with what's called a bowling die. It strikes the spoon's flat head into a bowl shape. Every time you strike metal, it hardens a bit. So repeatedly during the shaping process, workers have to heat the blanks to soften them again. Making knives is more complicated than making spoons and forks. Each knife handle is constructed from 2 halves. A press punches them out and stamps the pattern. Then a clipping machine removes excess metal around the perimeter. Now workers coat the edge with flux, a chemical cleanser. The surfaces have to be spotless to bond properly. The 2 halves are wrapped together with string. Then, powdered metal is poured into the cavity. It immediately sticks to the flux on the edges. The excess is discarded, then the handles are run through a mini furnace for 12 minutes. The 1600-degree heat liquefies the metal powder, soldering the 2 halves together and burning off the string. After polishing, the solder line will be invisible. Workers pour cement into the center of a centrifuge machine and load the hollow handles all around. As the machine spins, it fills each handle with cement. Now, each handle gets a stainless steel blade. The blade's stem goes directly into the wet cement, and a clamp holds the parts together during the hardening process. A 12-minute bath in hot water cures the cement, making the handle blade connection rock solid and giving the handle weight. For worker safety, it's only now near the end of production that they sharpen the blades. A good polishing, and this elegant silverware is ready for even the most sophisticated dinner party.